Now, transducer, as we see, the transducer is a device that convert energy from one form to another. Usually, transducer converts a signal in one form of energy into the signal in another. So, transducer are often employed at the boundaries of automation, measurement, and control system, where the electrical signals are converted and form other physical quantities, like means what energy, force, torque, light, motion, and positions. The process of converting one form of energy to another is known as transduction. Okay. So transducer are mainly two types, that is electrical and mechanical. The transducer that convert physical quantity into mechanical quantity are known as mechanical transducer. And the transducer that convert physical quantity into electrical quantity, that are known as electrical transducers. Then selection criteria for transducer. So first one is your operating principle, means the transducer are chosen based on their operating principles. The mentioned principle may be inductive, resistive, optoelectronic, piezoelectric, or capacitive. So depend on this principle, we have to select the operating transducer. The next is sensitivity. The sensitivity of the transducer is adequate for including the detectable output. Then third one is working range. The transducer should have wide operating range, do not break during the working. So working range should be high. Then compatibility with the environment. The transducer should have ability to work in any specific environment. Like means in a corrosive environment, they must be able to operate under high pressure and shocks. Then intensity and unwanted signal. It means what the transducer should be quite sensitive for ignoring the undesired and highly sensitive signal. Then next is your accuracy. It has a little value for repeatability, which is necessary for technical operation applications. Then cross sensitivity means what? The transducer provide variable measured value for the different planes because of the sensitivity. So these are the selection criteria for transducer. It also includes failures of errors. Means what the transducer should avoided the errors. Then loading effect means what? The transducer has significant input impedance and small output impedance. Then usage and ruggedness, then reliability and stability, then static characteristics. So these are some selection criteria for the transducer. Now, types of transducer. So transducer may have divided into two types, that is active or passive transducer. Now what is meant by active transducer? The transducer whose output is obtained in the form of voltage or current without any additional auxiliary sources is known as active transducer. It works on the principle of conversion of energy from one form to another. So, what are the active transducer? The transducer whose output is obtained in the form of voltage or current without any additional source. The active transducer is also known as self-generating transducer because they self-develop their electrical output signal. The energy required for generating the output signal are obtained from the physical quantity which to be measured. Strain gauge is an active transducer in which strain is converted into the resistance, but since the energy from the strain element is very small, the energy for the output is provided by an external power supply. So this is nothing but the major medium. Then this is active transducer. Here is the power supply, then output. Okay, so this is the active transducer. So yes, the piezoelectrical crystal is an example of active transducer. Okay, it is nothing but your piezoelectrical crystal. The crystal has the property of producing output voltage when the external force is applied on them. The piezoelectric crystal is placed between the two metallic electrodes. When the force is applied to the crystal, the voltage induced across it. So this is nothing but the piezoelectric crystal is the example of active transducer. Then what is passive transducer? So in passive transducer, the energy from the input is directly converted into the output. Okay. In this what happened? The energy from the input is directly converted to the output. In passive transducer, the output is obtained by changing the physical properties. Means what? Resistance, your inductance and capacitance of the material. So by changing this physical quantity in passive transducer, we get output. So in other words, the passive transducer take place from one external energy source for Transduction, for example, thermocouple is a passive transducer where the heat energy which is absorbed from input is converted into the electrical signal. So this is nothing but the block diagram of passive transducer, that is measured medium directly given to the passive transducer and it is converted into the another form. So now the resistive transducer. This is the image of resistive transducer. A resistive transducer is an electronics device that is capable of measuring various physical quantity like temperature, pressure, vibration, force, etc. Okay, the device which is capable of measuring various physical quantity like temperature, pressure, vibration and force. These physical quantities are otherwise extremely difficult to measure as they can change easily. Okay, as we know the temperature, pressure and vibration can change easily, so it is difficult to measure, but by using resistive transducer we we are capable to measure this quantity. The resistance of the transducer changes considering the change in the physical quantity. So as the physical quantity changes, then the resistance of this resistive transducer also change. Then how it works? A resistor transducer is mainly used in calculation of temperature, displacement, pressure and force. The working of a resistor transducer can be explained by the considering a conductor rod as a transducer. So suppose the length of conductor is directly proportional to the resistance and it is inversely proportional to the cross sectional area. So this is nothing but R is equal to rho L by A. So means what? Your length of conductor is directly proportional to the resistance and inversely proportional to the area. So L is nothing but your conductor length, then A is nothing but your cross sectional area, R is your resistance and the resistivity constant is rho. Okay, so resistance of a transducer can vary because of the change in environmental condition. This is the circuit diagram. R1 and R2 are there. So resistive transducer is consist of a long conductor whose length can be varied with time. One end of the conductor is connected with the other end is connected to the brush or slider. Yes, this is our slider. That is freely move along the length of the transducer. Okay, this is your length of transducer and it is the slider which will move freely. We can calculate the distance of object by connecting the object to the slider of the resistive transducer. So suppose when we apply the energy to the object, then to displace it from its initial position, then the slider move along the length of the conductor. As a result of the length will change. So what will happen when we apply the energy to the object? That time have we apply the energy to the object to displace it. Okay, स्लायडर मूव होण्यासाठी आपण त्याला एनर्जी अप्लाय करतो. सो एनर्जी अप्लाय केल्यामुळे because of the applied energy the slider will move along the length of conductor, as a result of which the length will change. So the change in length of the conductor will causes the resistance to change because of this previous formula, that is R is equal to rho L by A. So as the length is changed, your R it automatically change. A transducer work in a way similar to that of the potentiometer. Okay. So it is nothing but the working of resistive transducer. Now, what are the advantages of resistive transducer? The resistive transducer can be used to give very quick result. It is available in various sizes and they have considerably high amount of resistance. We can use both both AC or DC for calculating the change in resistance. Then it can be used to give accurate result. It is quite affordable and can be easily available in the market. So these are some advantages of resistive transducer. And what are the disadvantages? A lot of power is wasted in moving the sliding contact. Okay. Next is the sliding contact can be produce a lot of noise. So these are some advantages and disadvantages of resistive transducers.